Hello guys, it's Jess, and today we're going to work on our first tutorial. For tutorial today, we're going to learn how to cast on for knitting. So your first step is to make a slip knot. And though some people can do them really easily, I've always had trouble with that, but I found a fantastic hack to make a super easy slip knot. So we're going to hold our yarn and wrap it around our index finger twice. We're going to want to keep that kind of loose because we're going to be moving these nodes here. So we're going to pick up the front, lift it over the back, pick up the back, lift it up and over the front. Okay. So we have back and front, back in their original positions. So then we're going to take this and we're going to pull it to tighten. So there are two ways to do the slip knot like that. If we pull the front loop over first, that will cause the loop to be controlled by the end of the yarn that's still attached to the skein. If we go the other way, so we'll do this real quick. If we start with the back loop, move it forward, and then tighten, we will get a loop that is controlled by the loose end, which when you're knitting or crocheting, that's not the best end to have control the loop. If you pull it too hard or too fast, you'll start unraveling your work. So we want to keep the slip knot in control by the skein. So we'll do that one more time. So we're going to go 1, 2, pull over, pull up and tighten. So we have our slip knot here. We're going to take our needle and we're going to stick it like that. That obviously is a little bit loose. That is too tight. So you want to find a happy medium. If you have a smaller needle, you can work with a tighter slip knot. Larger needles, you want a little bit of room. You want to be able to get your other needle in there easily to make a stitch. See how I'm having a little bit of trouble getting that in there, and I had to like kind of shove it. That means it's a little bit too tight right now. So we're just gonna want it kind of like that. But only you know how to control your gauge. Only you know how tight you want those knots and your stitches to be. I personally like them a little bit more on the loose side. That way I can easily undo stitches and start back over if I have to. And now we'll learn how to cast on. So it's going to be a similar process, but you're going to use your hand and your needle. So we're going to hold our loose end in this hand against the needle. Then we're going to take our index finger and we're going to like loop the yarn around the index finger. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our needle and we're going to substitute the needle in where our finger was. So we're going to do wrap, stick, transfer. Wrap, stick, transfer. Wrap, stick, transfer. Wrap, stick, transfer. And you'll just keep doing that until you have the desired number of stitches on the knitting needle. See, that looks something like this. And you still can get your other needle in there easily to begin stitching with your work. So that's going to be the end of this week's little tutorial. If you would like to see more on knitting, just stay tuned and we'll do a couple knitting tutorials, and we'll do a couple crochet tutorials. And I'm hoping I can get some embroidery tutorials up and some sewing ones. So if you can, give this post a like, leave me a comment down below, leave questions, you can leave suggestions for other tutorials. Let me know how you like this and if you're excited to try. Thank you. See you later, guys.